You know.
Ain't no ink. That blue right there.
Hey, deputies, how y'all doing?
We're doing all right, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm here standby on the court-appointed forms to be returned to me before we get started here.
Let's see, can he see me? Okay, you can see me now?
I can see it just fine. Good morning to you.
Good
I'm
morning.
waiting on the forms to come back to me so I can print them off.
Okay, they're en route now. We just finished up about 2 minutes ago.
Okay. All right, perfect. And stay with me so I can just let you know what I have here. There's a couple of people that were pushed to tomorrow. But I just want to go over the folks who are out. All right, I got one Balcazar, like 5 down on the main list.
I don't.
Page, like 5 down.
You got the first one is the Alexander Daniel on there? On your list for the number one?
Daniel, yes, that's the first person on the list.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Juan Carlos.
Yeah, he's not in here.
All right, and then on the close to the bottom, like 4 from the bottom, Jeremy Hawk.
Yes, sir. He's bonded out.
All right, yeah, I'm just confirming. LaShondra Hill.
Bond out.
Bond out. All right, next page I got on Antonio King.
Antonio King.
It's like the third from the top on this next page.
Bonded out.
All right, and Tricia Lewis.
Bonded out.
All right, Jose Pacho or Jose Pena Pacheco.
Bonded out.
All right, and Tiana Rooks.
Bonded out.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm having difficulty locating paperwork on Armani Jefferson, Horace Meadows, and Katiwa Watson. I may have it, but I just don't see it in my stack. Those are the 3 that I don't see.
Okay, Watson.
Watson, Meadows, and Jefferson.
Got a Watson in here? He's in here, Your Honor.
He's there, okay.
Correct, Jefferson. No Jefferson. And what was the other one, Your Honor?
Meadows.
Meadow. I got all medical down.
Horace Meadows Jr.
I got it, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, those are the 3. I just need to go through the stack here. It doesn't appear I have them, but I'll go back through and make sure. So let me go ahead and do that while for the applications.
Okay.
Come back to me.
Did he call my name? Hollis.
What's your name?
Hollis.
Wilson? Yeah, he called. I told him I got you.
Also, my blind paid.
No. He was just making sure you're on here.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll stand by. I'll let you know as soon as I get that paperwork. I print it off and I'll be ready.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, good afternoon.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor.
All right, how you doing, Deputy Muhammad? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, sir.
All right, good.
How you doing, sir?
All right, pretty good, good. How you doing?
Stand up. Stand up.
All right, Deputy Lee, you ready?
Yes, sir, we're ready to go.
All right, thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is March 9th, 2021. This is the Clayton County Magistrate Court. I'm Judge Knights presiding today on first appearance. Go ahead, each of you raise your right hand for me. All right, each of you solemnly swear or affirm any statements or testimony you may give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can go ahead, put your hands down. All right, so we're here for first appearance today. This is the Magistrate Court, and first appearance is simply me informing you of your rights, all the rights that you have that follow you through the end of this matter. And secondly, informing you of your charge or charges and your bond amount if you're entitled to a bond, and then also what your next court date is, which is your preliminary hearing date, and just letting you know those things today. First off, I want to let you know what your rights are. So you have the right to remain silent. We're on Zoom here. It's COVID-19 pandemic, but that doesn't mean that we're not still in a real courtroom setting. So if you say anything to me related to your case, I'll let you know right now, it's probably not a good idea because your case is not over today. So you're better off speaking with an attorney once you have an attorney either appointed to represent you, or if you hire your own attorney. So that right stays with you, the right to remain silent. Secondly, you have the right to the presumption of innocence. You are presumed innocent. The state, through the district attorney, who is the prosecutor for felonies, or the solicitor general, who's the prosecutor for misdemeanors, can go ahead and make these charges go forward after today, and they're the ones that have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the burden of proof. They have to prove your guilt at a trial. So you're not guilty until such a time as the state proves it. You don't have to say anything. So as I mentioned, the right to remain silent remains with you. You also have the right not to testify or make any statements against yourself. However, you do have the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. You can subpoena those witnesses, make them come to court, testify on your behalf. You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine all witnesses that the state can call to testify against you. So it's not going to be a secret. Whoever is going to testify, they have to be present, and they have to, you have the right to cross-examine them either yourself or through your attorney. Also, today I will be looking at the applications for court-appointed counsel, and I will be appointing an attorney to represent you if you qualify based on the information that you filled out on these applications. Also, I'll be letting you know about bond. Now, keep in mind, this is the magistrate court. So in magistrate court, as a magistrate court judge, I don't have the authority under the law here in Georgia to give a bail or bond to some offenses. So for certain felonies, I can't give you a bond today. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that you'll never get a bond. It just means that you have to go in front of a superior court judge who can then give you a bond at the appropriate time. So I have some dates that I'll be giving out for everyone. The next court date is your preliminary hearing date. So the preliminary hearing date for misdemeanors is April 27th. The preliminary hearing date for felonies is April 26th. And for those of you who are not getting a bond today, your bond hearing date is April 30th. Now, a few things about those dates. For misdemeanors, the 27th, and for felonies, the 26th of April. If you bond out of jail, if you get a bond and you bond out, that date is automatically waived. It goes away. It doesn't mean that you're admitting guilt or innocence. It just means the date goes away, and then you'll stand by, and in your mail, you get an address. You'll get a court date and the address you have on file with the jail for your next court date. So your preliminary hearing will be waived. If you have a bond date, if you're not entitled to a bond and I give you the bond date of April 30th, you can speak with your lawyer, and that lawyer may be able to get you a bond sooner than that date. So again, these dates are not set in stone. Another thing is you can waive your preliminary hearing date. Again, doesn't mean you're admitting guilt. It just simply means you don't have an interest in the prelim date, but the state still has to prove this matter against you at a trial. So a preliminary hearing is what's known as a probable cause hearing. Probable cause is simply the reason for your arrest. The officer has to come to court and say, hey, I arrested this person because of these reasons. If the reason is valid, then the case moves over to Superior Court if it's a felony, or state court if it's a misdemeanor. All right, so bonding companies are approved by the sheriff, and you can contact them if you have a bond, and they'll be able to let you know what their fees associated with your bond is. I can tell you that the fee can be up to 15% of your bond. So the bonding company determines that. I don't know for certain what it is. I don't work for the bonding company, so I can't tell you the exact number of what the fee added in with your bond would be. If someone is posting your bond, they cannot be the person of a special condition. So I'll outline what are known as conditions to you, and that means you can't go there, or you cannot speak to someone, make any contact with someone. So those special conditions, I'll let you know when I speak with you individually. Also, if there's a cash bond, same thing as far as the fee goes. You'll be able to get the fee back, the amount back of the cash bond, but not the fee that the bonding company charges at the end of this, whatever it may be, the outcome, whether it's a trial, a plea, whatever it may be, however this matter is resolved, you can get the cash back, but not the fee associated with what you have to pay for the bond. Also, looks like we may have lost a gentleman here. Deputy Lee, you there?
I have the females, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like we lost the men. Can you radio over, make sure?
Hopefully. All right, you said they lost connection over there. They're working through it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stand by. Yeah, I just saw them drop off. So I'll stand by. I'll come back on once they're back on.
All right. Yes, sir.
Disregard, I got it. Excuse me, Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Your Honor, you're mute.
All right, there we go. All right, Deputy Muhammad, I can hear you now. Looks like we lost you for a second.
There you go. The internet keep going out.
There you go.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yeah, Deputy Lee, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, all right. Let me run back to the female side. Give me a second.
Sure.
Let's mute that in.
Is it gonna repeat where you left off?
Yeah. 1 second. Who said it?
Gotta stand up.
Yeah, you're gonna sit down in a second. Wait.
Hey, sir, I'm feeling woozy.
Hmm?
To bid. I ain't really had no water.
All right, Your Honor, we're back and ready.
All right, Deputy Lee, I got you. Deputy Muhammad, I got you. It looks like I think right before I lost the gentleman, I think we were talking about the special conditions on bond. Did you all hear that?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna go back a little bit here. So I'm going to let you know about. Did you all hear about the bonding companies? They decide on the fees, the fee amount. Okay. All right. So basically, once you whatever bonding companies are approved by Victor Hill, your sheriff, you can contact them once you get a bond. If you get a bond today, and they'll be able to let you know what the exact additional fee will be. That amount would not be returned, but the rest of the money can be returned once you bond out. Also, special conditions. If I tell you to stay away from a person or do not go to a location, that is a special condition. So if you go back to that location, 123 Main Street, for example, or contact Johnny Smith, and that's part of your bond conditions, then you'll be violating your bond conditions, and that can be an additional charge if you encounter any police. So keep that in mind. And that bond condition, of course, again, that's effective from today. And then it can be changed or modified when you speak with your attorney and come back to court. And of course, it goes away once this case is over all the way. So keep that in mind. Now, again, those special conditions, of course, is to protect not just the person that's involved, but also you. So keep that in mind once I let you know that. Also, I want to let you know that you filled out these applications for court-appointed counsel. I'll go through them with you, and then I'll sign off and approve you for a court-appointed attorney. If you qualify, that attorney will contact you once the public defender or Lister and Holt, who is the firm that represents folks for misdemeanors. Once they get a hold of you, you can let everything that you want to speak about your case known to them, and they can move forward with your case. All right, so that's pretty much what I have to tell you today in terms of background. I'll call you up one by one, and I'll let you know what your charge or charges are, your bond amount if you're entitled to a bond, your preliminary hearing date for felonies, April 26th, misdemeanors, April 27th. And then I'll open for any questions. Keep in mind, I can't give you legal advice. I can just talk to you about what you're here for today. All right, so Deputy Lee or Mahal, we're doing the females first today again?
Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Females first.
We'll do females first, and I'm ready when you all are.
Wait.
All right, good afternoon. Are you Ms. Baggett?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Baggett, you're charged with one count of obstruction, misdemeanor kind. It's a $1,000 bond. You have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for 27th of April at 8:30. And I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. All right, I will approve an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right, Ms. Baggett, thank you. Good luck to you.
Let's go to the back.
All right, are you Miss Boyd?
Yes, sir.
Hang on for me one moment here, Ms. Boyd.
Okay. I'm not going nowhere.
All right, Ms. Boyd, thank you for your patience there. All right, so you're charged with 1 count of simple battery. It's a misdemeanor. And there's a $3,500 bond on that offense. You're charged with 1 count of theft by taking. Also a misdemeanor, $1,000 bond. There's a special condition on.
I didn't hear you on the second charge. You was going in and out.
I'm sorry, 2,000. So 3,500 and 2,000.
Okay.
Special that you stay away from Chelsea Jackson. And you have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 27th of April. All right, I'm looking here at your application for court-appointed counsel. All right, I did approve an attorney to represent you. All right, Ms. Boyd, do you have any questions?
Yes, so I have a court order. We have a court order for a parental agreement. So how would that go about?
Once you speak with your lawyer that I appointed or a different lawyer, they can tell you how to modify that.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Good luck to you. Thank
Oh,
you.
I had one more question. Could there be a signature bond or property or cash? Or
Yeah, it'll be property or cash.
okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, ma'am. How you doing?
Fine.
All right. What is your name?
Pamela Duggar.
One moment here. Ms. Duggar, you charged with 1 count of criminal trespass, misdemeanor. 2,500 is your bond on that offense. And there's a special condition that you not to return to
Wait, is it 25?
Wood Motel, 7828 North Main Street in Jonesboro.
I got a question.
All right, and yeah, your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 27th of April at 8:30. All right, I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. And I will approve an attorney to represent you. All right, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a few questions.
Talk
One,
louder than that. Talk louder.
that's pausing. So my voice fluctuates in and out. You're saying when the bonding, How did it jump from 1,000 to 1,500 to that all of a sudden for a trespassing charge?
I'm not sure how it jumped, but that's the bond amount that you have today, ma'am, it's 2,500.
So, okay, I don't know if you might know. And in the case, if doing the bond company, my state, how do we go about with doing that?
How do you go about doing, say that last part again?
Those that can help me with the bonding are out of state, but there was two, I don't know if it's still the same. There's two problems before. They wanted a certain amount up front, being that, I don't know if that's something that they have to have up front in order for the money to be sent, for you all, and do they get their money back, or how does that work?
Well, ma'am, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how the bonding company do things. You will have to speak with them. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing and then it's wrong. So when you speak with someone at the bonding company, they'll be able to tell you how someone out of state can bond you out, if they can, and everything, all the questions you have there about bond, the bonding company are the experts. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
So, okay. Is it okay to ask?
You gotta talk, you gotta ask him.
I wanted to know, about how they go about getting the video.
All right, so
That's from my attorney.
that will be for your attorney. I don't know anything about that. Your attorney can go about and get the discovery and get the video and everything else. All right.
Okay,
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you.
okay.
I'll talk to you. Have a seat. Let's get down to court first. Have a seat, and we'll talk to you.
How you doing, man? What's your name?
Ashley Gillum.
Miss Gilliam, hang on for me. It looks like I had a stack of females, but it looks like there were some of you all that I did not have in my stack here. So just give me one moment. Let me pull your paperwork. All right, I got you here, Ms. Gilliam. One count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. That is possession of methamphetamines, felony. And the bond is $7,000. You have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for April 26th. And that's at 8:30. And I'm looking here at your application for court-appointed counsel. All right, I will need to represent you. All right, Ms. Gilliam, you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Nick.
How you doing? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Tamitha Goodman.
What's the first letter?
Tamitha Goodman.
Goodman. Okay. All right, Ms. Goodman. Ms. Goodman, you charged with one count of fray, and that's a misdemeanor. Your bond is 1,000. Just to confirm here, who was the person that you were in a fight with?
You broke up, Your Honor. Could you say that again, please?
Who was the other person that was in the fight with you?
I actually wasn't in a physical fight. I was breaking up a fight, but they say that I was fighting. Just for the record.
All right. Well, there's a $1,000 bond on that a freight charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a preliminary hearing date and it's scheduled for the 26th of April.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me see here. I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. All right, just making sure you completed one of these, right?
Yes, I did. I do believe. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have, the other ones are the individuals that bonded that already.
Yeah, I have the stack. I just don't see hers. I'm just flipping through individually to get to hers. All right, Ms. Goodman, what's your monthly income?
About roughly $1,900 to $2,000.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent.
Yes, Your Honor. May I ask you a question?
Yes.
May I request a signature bond on my own accord, being that I solely take responsibility for myself with not many relatives here in Georgia? Is that possible?
Not today, Ms. Goodman. That's the lowest bond for this type of charge that you can get, and it's $1,000. And once you speak with the bond company, they'll let you know what that amount will be.
So I get to speak with the bond company directly from here? Because we are not able to speak with the bond company while we're in here, from my understanding.
All right, I can't answer that. Victor Hill is the sheriff. He controls the jail, so you can speak with one of the deputies. I'm not sure what the protocol is making phone calls.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
Let's go.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you, sir?
I'm good. What's your name?
Theresa Johnson.
All right, Ms. Johnson. You're charged with one count of tag or expired registration and one count of failure to register within 30 days. On those two offenses, it's a $500 bond each. You're also charged with driving with no license and giving a false name, date of birth, or address. On those two, it's $1,000 each is your bond. And you have a preliminary hearing date in the schedule for the 27th of April. All right, just want to let you know here, you have, looking at your application here, and I have appointed an attorney to represent you. And do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, all right. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello,
All right, what's your name?
Jasmine Lester.
What's your last name?
Lester?
With an L?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm seeing everything but yours. All right, say your name again.
Jasmine Lester.
Jasmine Lester.
Yeah, I didn't know we still need to do one for her because she was extradition from another warrant out of state.
I don't have her paperwork.
That's why I was asking. I didn't know we need to do one for her or not. That's what I was saying. If she had a warrant from out of state,
Okay.
I have the waiver form for her.
Yeah, even if you have the waiver form, I don't have her paperwork. I don't know what the warrant is for or anything. I don't have it. The extraditions that I have are Sears. Okay. Hang on for me 1 second. You know what, Deputy?
Yes, sir.
I have her in a stack to do. I can do her now. I'm gonna do. I guess when we get to the mails, I'll do the mails all together for extraditions.
Okay.
I guess that'll be for Deputy Muhammad. I didn't realize that she was on here for extradition. Okay, I have it.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Lester, I apologize. I had you in a completely different stack. We usually do the extraditions all at once, but since you're on the female side, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. You are here today. All of the rights are the same, as I mentioned, for the people with first appearance, but you're here today for an extradition hearing. You are charged, well, the warrant reads that you did enter and remain in the state of Georgia, knowing that you're wanted out of Chesapeake, Virginia for parental abduction, felony, and the state of Virginia will extradite. What happens in the extradition hearing here is that I'm informing you that you are a fugitive, and as such, you are under the official code of Georgia, annotated title 17, chapter 13. I can inform you of the things that you are or can challenge your extradition with. So I want to confirm you are in fact Jasmine Marie Lester.
Yes.
All right, so what you can challenge in an extradition are the following. You can challenge your name. You can say that's not you, someone else. You can challenge the document itself. So the warrant and the forms that I have, you can challenge and say, these forms are not correct on its face. You can challenge the validity of the law. You can say that the law itself is no longer valid. So for example, like let's say it was a marijuana charge and the state of Virginia has now legalized a certain amount of marijuana or marijuana completely. You can challenge the law. So if that law itself that you are charged with is no longer valid, you can challenge that. And also you can challenge whether you're in fact a fugitive or not. You can have a reason. For example, you are not a fugitive because you were given permission or there was some agreement. So those are the 4 things you can challenge at an extradition hearing. Now, I can give you a bond. However, because you're a fugitive, I will not give you a bond. So that is not happening today.
Okay.
However, you have 2 choices. You can challenge your extradition with the 4 things that I mentioned, and you will remain in the custody of Clayton County Jail, awaiting for Governor Brian Kemp, the governor, prepare a warrant so that you can go ahead and get that extradition hearing on their way. Or you can waive your extradition and you can say, State of Virginia, come get me. Now they have 10 days, that's business days, to come get you. Usually they do in that time period, but if they don't, for whatever reason, they can have an additional time period of up to 30 days. Now, if you don't waive and you wish to have the hearing, you can remain in custody for up to 90 days in jail. So this time, I'll ask you, Ms. Lester, do you wish to waive your extradition hearing or do you wish to have it?
I want to sign it so I can go to Virginia.
Okay, I've already signed just in case you would waive. So the deputy should have the forms there for you. It's about 7 of them. You sign off on each one of them, and that will conclude your matter today, unless you have any questions.
Yeah, I do have a question.
Sure.
So if they don't arrive within 10 days, what happens then?
Yeah, if they don't arrive, you'll be released. But keep in mind that's business days, and also they'll have an additional time to get you. So typically they do come within that time period.
Okay.
Or send for you.
He just wanted that, right?
Yes, he did.
All right. So you can sign off on those, Ms. Lester, and that will conclude your matter today.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mary.
All right, how you doing, ma'am? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kendra Marion.
All right. Give me 1 second, Miss Marion. All right, Miss Marion, you're charged with 1 count of criminal damage, 2nd degree. It's a felony. The bond is $3,500, and you're charged with 1 count of theft by taking, and the bond on that is $2,000. There's a special condition that you stay away from Kimberly Green. All right, you understand what the bond amounts are and the charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a preliminary hearing, I'm sorry, for the 26th of April at 8:30. I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel.
Sir, I don't need counsel.
Okay. All right, you have any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
All right, Ryan, Wilson's gonna be our last one.
All right, Wilson, okay.
What's that name, man?
Mitchell.
Mitchell, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mitchell.
Mitchell. All right, Ms. Mitchell, hang on for me here. Jessica Mitchell?
Shakina.
Are you Jessica?
No, Shakina.
Shakina, okay, Shakina Mitchell. All right, Ms. Mitchell, You're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass, misdemeanor kind. 2,500 is your bond.
Okay, okay.
And there's a special condition that you stay away from Lavelle Brown,
Okay.
no contact. You have a preliminary hearing date is the 27th of April at 8:30.
Okay.
And just hang on for me here. Your application for court-appointed counsel. All right, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
You said 2,500 bond, correct?
Yes, ma'am, 2,500.
Okay, thank you. That would be all.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
All right, Your Honor, I'm gonna get that waiver signed and faxed over to you from Ms. Lester.
Yeah, I don't need them, right? Did I sign off on them already or no?
No, the ones I had him print me off, I asked him to do it beforehand. That's for Philip, for Philip subject.
Yeah, I signed off on, let's see, I signed off on, is it Roderick Phillip?
Yes, it should be a Philip Spears. Is that it?
Spears, okay. Philip Spears.
You got 2 for the mail?
Yeah, I think I have Roderick Phillips and Philip Spears.
I put both of them together, sorry, but yeah.
I got only one.
Which one you got?
I got Philip and you right here.
Okay, we need to get Roger from out there. Okay, no problem, we can get it.
You going?
I'm gonna get, I got you. I'm gonna take care of it. All right, so he has the Philip, we gotta get him to Roger. I'm gonna run it up to intake and have them print it off for me. And also Lester's.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. You ready for the mails?
Good morning. Yes, I'm ready.
Daniel Alexander.
All right, Mr. Alexander. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good afternoon. Hang on for me 1 moment here. All right, Mr. Alexander, you're charged here with 1 count of battery family violence. Just want to make sure here. I think I need to get you. I need to get you towards the end, Mr. Alexander.
Towards the end, sir.
Yeah, deputy, I'm gonna take you back towards the end.
All right, sir.
All right, come on back.
All right, then. Come on, Mr. The other Alexander. Put that card paper down. Here. All right, then. Tell me your name. Tell me your name.
Joseph Alexander.
Stand straight.
Mr. Alexander,
Stand straight and put your hand.
charged with 1 count of loitering or prowling. It's a misdemeanor. It's a $1,000 bond. And you have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 27th of April, and it's at 8:30. All right, sir, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel, and how much money do you make a month?
I don't even currently have a job yet.
All right, sir, I see $10,000 here. Is that wrong or right?
That's what I hear.
Sir, did you understand my question?
You said it's $10,000. No, I don't. No, I don't understand your question.
All right, I'm gonna cross that out. All right, sir, I'm gonna appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
Yeah, what's the charge?
Loitering or prowling, sir.
And is it
$10,000 is your bond.
$10,000 bond for the misdemeanor?
No, that's not what I said. I asked you how much money you made a month. And you
Oh,
said
okay.
you don't have a job. And I said, your form says 10,000. And you said that's not right. And I said I was gonna cross it out, and that's what I did. Your bond is 1,000.
Okay. So what's the address? What's on the paper?
Sir, come on.
And I can parole out tonight or misdemeanor out tonight, or is it tonight?
You can pay your bond. You can pay on the bond to get out, to bond out. If there's no holes, you can be released.
And there are no current holds, are there?
I don't know, sir. I just know about the loitering or prowling.
So you said if we had $10,000 bond.
You're on our deal with him. I'll let him know.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Deputy.
I explained to you.
Next.
Tell
Tell him your name.
Darrell Davis, sir.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Darrell Davis.
Mr. Davis. Deputy, we're not doing alphabetical order no more. We're all over the place here. My paperwork is everywhere.
Alexander Bates. Who was?
Bates?
Yeah, how y'all get out of that? Bates.
Come on, gentlemen. Let's get alphabetical order, please.
Y'all stay in
David
alphabetical order.
Beveridge.
What's your name?
David Beveridge.
Beveridge.
Bates right there.
Bates, how y'all get out of order? Come on.
You told them to stay in back. You told them to stay in back. They can't be last. They can't be last.
Good morning, officer.
That's a good.
What's your name, sir?
Good morning, Judge. Malik Bates.
All right, Mr. Bates. Good morning.
Hey, I know my charges as well, sir.
Just listen at him.
Okay.
All right. So you know your charge. There's no bond on one and 2,500 on the other.
Okay.
All right. And you have a preliminary hearing date.
You David.
And it's scheduled for the 26th of April. Hang on for me one moment here. Let me make sure your bond date is listed as well.
Yes, sir.
So your prelim date is the 26th of April. Your bond hearing is the 27th of April. All right, you have any questions?
Yes, I wanted to ask you, so you said one half, there is no bond, and then the other one there is 2,500?
Yes, sir.
So how does that work?
No, you don't have bond on, and you have bond on the other.
So would I be able to get out today?
No, sir, because you don't have a bond on one of them. You have to speak with your lawyer that I'm appointing to represent you.
Okay.
And that lawyer will be able to address the bond on the charge that doesn't have a bond.
Okay, and so the bond hearing, that basically lets me know when I can pay the second one too.
The bond hearing date is the date I have set. Once you speak with your lawyer, it's possible that that date may change to get to a sooner date.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. Come on, Mr. David.
David Beveridge.
All right, Mr.
Beveridge.
Beveridge.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Beveridge, you have charge of one count of driving while license suspended. And there is a $1,500 bond on that offense.
He got out.
All right, and your prelim is scheduled for the 26th. I'm sorry, the 27th of April.
For Mr. Booth.
All right.
All right, and let me just make sure here. I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you, sir.
All right.
All right, you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
You should have Mr. Booth next, Your Honor.
All right, what happened to Justin Bell and Rashid Bilal?
Rashid Bilal bonded out and
Bonded out.
Justin Bell bonded out.
Okay, so they both out. Okay.
Right.
All right.
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is
Moment here.
Let's stand low. You able to see this man? Oh, let me see. Looking at my shirt.
Mr. Booth, is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Booth. Charged with one count of theft by receiving stolen property, the felony kind, 7,000 is your bond. One count of possession of misdemeanor marijuana is 1,500. All right, and you have a preliminary hearing date of the 26th of April. And sir, I did look at your application for court-appointed counsel, appointing an attorney to represent you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You have any questions? All right, no questions. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Man, tell me your name.
Walter Everett, Cagle.
All right, hang on for me one moment here, sir. Mr. Cagle?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, sir. Charged with one count of giving a false name or date of birth or address, one count of obstructing an officer. Those are two misdemeanors. Each of those, the bond is 1,000 each. And then you're charged with one count of possession of a controlled substance, felony, methamphetamine, 7,000 is your bond on that offense. And sir, you are scheduled for a preliminary hearing date, and that is the 26th of April at 8:30. All right, sir, you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Anthony Corbett. I know my charges as well too, sir.
Okay, all right, Mr. Corbett. So your total bond on each of the four charges is 17,000. And you're not to return to 1250 Battle Creek Road.
Okay.
All right, you have a preliminary hearing. It's scheduled for the 26th of April. And I'm appointing an attorney to represent you, sir.
Okay.
All right, you have any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Darrell Davis, sir.
All right, how you doing, Mr. Davis?
I'm all right.
All right, you just have the one count of misdemeanor driving while license suspended. 1,500 is your bond, and your prelim is the 27th. Bond out is automatically waived. And I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
You can repeat that last thing. What you said was waived?
If you bond out of jail, your preliminary hearing will be automatically waived. So that 26th of April date goes away.
All right.
Just have to wait in the mail, check your mail for your new court date.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
And then the Quavius Dennis.
Mr. Dennis, you're charged with one count of entering automobile, felony kind. It's a $10,000 bond on that offense, and your preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 26th of April at 8:30. And I'm looking here at your application for court-appointed counsel, sir. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, Mr. Davis, you have any questions?
What's your name?
No, sir.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes. Next, back to what's the minute? What's your name? Dorothy, you will. Yeah, you know that. Tell us your name.
Devonnie Dorsey.
All right, Mr. Dorsey, hang on for me just 1 second here, 1 moment here. All right, you're charged with 1 count of misdemeanor marijuana possession less than an ounce. 1,500 is your bond.
Yeah.
And prelim is the 27th of April. And lastly, sir, you're right on the border, but I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. If you hire your own lawyer, sir, you can just have your lawyer replace the lawyer I appoint.
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, that's good right there.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
You good? Yes, sir.
Keon Everhart.
Okay, 1 moment here, sir. So you charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended, misdemeanor. 1,500 is your bond. And you have a preliminary hearing date is the 27th of April, 8:30. Application for court-appointed counsel here I'm looking at, sir. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Everhart. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Marquette Flowers.
Mr. Flowers, hang on for me 1 second here. All right, sir. You're charged with 1 count of battery, simple battery, family violence. And I have 3,500 is your bond. There's special conditions on it. Sir, no contact with Crystal Flowers and cannot return to the 3327 Glen Hollow Drive in the Rex address. If you must make an appointment with the sheriff or the Clayton County Police, and they can escort you within 10 days of your release to get any items. Keep in mind, sir, as I mentioned, that's in effect only for the duration of this charge.
Okay.
And if you speak with the lawyer, which I'm going to appoint to represent you, that lawyer can possibly get that changed, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have any questions?
So it's 3,500?
Yes, sir, 3,500.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you. How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Quavius Jones.
All right, Mr. Jones. You're charged with 1 count of battery. There's a $5,000 bond.
Yeah. No, don't call you.
And no contact with Ariana Jones. You're not to return to 1461 Shade Creek Trail in Forest Park. If you must return there, sir, you must contact the sheriff or the police, and they will escort you within 10 days of your release. You must do so. Also, you have a prelim hearing date is scheduled for the 26th of April. I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Sir, what questions do you have?
I think I just got bonded out, but they saying I didn't. Did I get bonded out or not? I got the paper and everything.
I don't know about that, sir. I don't know what you have there. I don't know anything about that process. But what I can tell you is this is your bond, and if you're making the bond there, then
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Do you have another Jones on there, Your Honor?
I do. I have Collier Jones.
How you doing today, sir? Collier Jones.
How you doing, Mr. Jones? All right, Mr. Jones, I have driving while license suspended, speed or speeding, reckless driving. On those 3 counts, sir, there is a $1,500 bond on each. And then on the DUI is $5,000. Prelim is set for 27th of April at 8:30. And sir, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel here. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. If you hire your own lawyer, you can get rid of that lawyer that's appointed, okay?
Okay, so you said 1,500 on 3 and the DUI is 5,000?
Yeah, 1,500 each on 3 and 5,000 on the DUI.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Tell me your name. Pull your mask up. Speak up.
What's your last name, sir?
Jefferson.
Oh, Jefferson. Jefferson. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Jefferson. I couldn't hear you. All right, sir. 1 count of aggravated battery. There's no bond today. Criminal trespass, 2,500. Battery, 5,000. Sir, you have a preliminary hearing the 26th of April, 8:30, and you have a bond hearing date of the 30th of April at 8:30. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Mr. Jefferson, you have any questions? You have any questions for me?
No, sir, he don't have.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Travis Miles.
All right, Mr. Miles, just give me 1 moment here. Let me ask Deputy a quick question here. Deputy Ronald McMillan, what's happening?
Ronald McMillan.
Is that you? Okay, he's here.
Come on.
Okay, he said, okay. All right, I just want to make sure. All right, yeah, hang on, Mr. Miles. He can stay. He can stay. I'll just grab him. I'll do McMillan next. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. All right, Mr. Miles. You're charged with 1 count of family violence misdemeanor. 5,000 is your bond. Theft by taking, 2,000. And that's also a misdemeanor. And then the last count is obstructing or hindering a 911 call, 1,000. Special conditions, no contact with Antonia Baggett. Do not return to 228 Morrow Road, apartment 57G, Forest Park. Sir, you understand the bond, the amounts, and the special conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right, and preliminary hearing, 27th of April, 8:30. And I appointed an attorney to represent you.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome, sir. You have, okay, no questions. All right, good luck to you.
All right.
Tell me your name.
How you doing, Ronald McMillan? I understand my charge already, sir.
All right, sir. Well, you have a $1,500 bond. And you know your prelim date is the 27th of April. And I'm looking at your application here, sir, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
The only question I have is about the attorney. Do I have to come out of pocket for the attorney? Or,
No, sir. That's paid. I think there's like a $50 application fee, but otherwise that's it.
okay, that's fine. Thank
No
you.
medals in, right?
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
My name is Roger Phillips.
Your Honor.
Phillips. All right, let me do Mr. Phillips and let me do Mr. Spears last. They're the extradition, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I just got back from intake. They advised I got, Roger Phillip. His packet hasn't been complete yet, so they asked me to put him at the back of the line, of course, so they can finish the packet. So they can get his paperwork, done as far as his expedition. But I have the other waivers done already.
Okay, when you say the other waivers.
Well, I mean, I got them in my hand.
Okay.
I don't have Roger Phillips in my hand, that's what I'm saying.
Can I say anything, Your Honor?
Yeah, I think I sent it over when I sent over the applications. Did that not come over or no?
They wasn't sending them in the email, and the investigator stated they got to work on the packet or something like that, but they're gonna work on it and get it printed out for me.
Got you. Okay.
Can I say anything, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
I've already posted bond on this charge, February of last year. And since then, and since COVID, I actually started I actually live in Texas, and I posted bond on this in Michigan, and I was released a week before the world completely shut down. So I'm not necessarily like a fugitive. I've not been running from anything. I don't know, like I started a business during COVID, and I'm the only person that supported my family, man. I don't know like the best way that I can fix this or try to expedite this process, but I stand to lose everything if I can't figure this out, man. Like this is crazy. Like they literally came and got me off a plane, Your Honor. I have no knowledge. I've been in constant communication with my bondsman, and also the bondsman that I have in Texas. They said I had a failure to appear. I didn't even know I had a new court date. They told me they kept pushing it back.
Okay. All right. So you're in fact Roderick Phillips, Darrell Phillips?
Yes, I am.
All right. So what I have is March 8th, 2021, a warrantless arrest, probable cause affidavit saying that you're wanted on a U.S. Marshal warrant out of Detroit, Michigan, apprehended upon arrival at Hartsfield Jackson. So did you hear everything I mentioned to the last gentleman about extradition? You can waive it.
Yeah, I would like to waive the extradition, but you said you could give a bond, but you wouldn't because of the fugitive.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a bond, Mr. Phillips. It's not happening today. I don't give bonds on folks who are fugitives.
But how do you consider it a fugitive if I was never given a notification? I live in a completely different state.
That's a whole different day, sir. I can't do anything about that. So that's for a whole different day. That's for you in Michigan.
I get it. So I would like to waive extradition. So how do I sign the paperwork so we can speed the process up?
All right. So we'll speak with one of the deputies. They'll be able to let you waive.
Okay. I just got to sign so I don't have to get back on the computer.
The only thing I know about is you signing off on the forms.
Okay. I'm saying
everything else, they'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Randy Pitts. Yeah, TTS.
All right, Mr. Pitts. You're charged with giving a false name, date of birth, or address, obstructing an officer. Those are 2 misdemeanors, and it's $1,000 each. And then you're charged with 4 felony counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 1 count of possession of firearm by a convicted felon, and 1 count of possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. So on those 6 felonies, 7,000 each is your bond.
Okay.
All right. So you got 6 times 7,000 plus the 2,000. All right, sir. So you have a preliminary hearing date of the 26th of April, 8:30. And I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. You have any questions? No questions.
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Pitt. All right. How you doing, sir? All right, what's your name?
Pollard, Tyron Pollard.
All right, Mr. Pollard. You're charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended. 1,500 is your bond. Prelim is set for the 27th of April. And waive it. I mean, you bond it out, you waive it. Automatically it's waived and.
You need a lawyer.
Okay, I see that, sir. I wasn't giving you one anyway. How about that?
Huh?
I wasn't giving you one anyway.
No. I said, I do need.
You don't qualify for one, sir. I thought you said you don't need a lawyer.
No, I said, I do. Why do I not qualify?
Based on your income, sir, based on
I
what
just started. I just started that job. That is what they're telling me I'm gonna make. I also have 6 kids that I'm taking care of, a mortgage I'm taking care of, and everything else. Like, I just started.
All right, so I put a note on that. Hang on for me, hang on for me. I'm trying to help you, Mr. Pollard. I got you. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to put what you just said on the form. If you just go ahead and put the number down, I'm just going off the number. I see your bills and everything else, but I'm going to put a note on here that you just started employment, okay? So that the next person that sees this, they're going to know that.
I just started on the 8th, sir.
Okay, you started on March 8th?
Yesterday. I was supposed to be back at work today.
Okay.
I was taking my wife to the hospital. She couldn't drive. I was honest with the officer. I gave him, I told him I didn't have an ID, a license or anything.
He don't need to know all that. He just here to tell you your charge.
I understand that, but if he can write it down to help me.
It ain't gonna help.
He just wrote something down though, right?
He writing down what to let you know that you get an attorney. That's it.
This goes with me saying that I need an
You tell your
attorney.
attorney that when you see him. Other than that, we don't need to hear all that.
All right, Mr. Pollard. So I wrote that I did appoint an attorney to represent you. And you have any questions?
No, and the bond is 1,500, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Marcelo Simmons Jr.
All right, good evening, Mr. Simmons Jr. 1 count of criminal trespass is what you're charged with, sir. Misdemeanor, 2,500 is your bond. Hang on for me here. Special conditions, no contact with Keisha Daniels. Stay away from the 235 Roberts Drive, Riverdale address. If you must go there, sir, you must contact the sheriff or Clayton County Police. They can escort you there. Also, sir, the 27th of April is your prelim, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, Mr. Simmons Jr., you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. What's your name?
Philip Spears, and I'm aware of my charges. I also have the paperwork for the waiver of extradition.
All right, Mr. Spears, did you hear everything that I outlined the other 2 gentlemen about the process of extradition and how it works?
I overheard it.
All right, so you have the option, you can waive it. And if you waive it, it's 10 days that the other state has to come get you. If they don't get you, an extension can be requested. It can be up to 30 days. If you actually contest it, you can be in the Clayton County Jail for up to 90 days. And so if you have the paperwork there and you wish to waive, sir, you can go ahead and complete that, and that would resolve today's matter with you and I, unless you have any questions.
No questions, sir. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you. All right.
Your Honor, I got
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Oak just came in from medical. I'm gonna save him for next to last.
Okay.
Counsel Watts.
One second for me.
And I do understand my charges.
You said, Mr. Watson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Watson, is this a $1,000 bond? No contact with Robert White. All right. You do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. You're right on the border. If you hire one, sir, then that attorney can replace your court-appointed counsel. All right, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing, sir? My name is Lamar Wilson.
How you doing, Mr. Wilson?
How you doing? I'm doing all right, sir.
All right, I'm doing pretty good. I just want to go through here. You just have 2 counts here. They're both misdemeanors. Driving while license suspended, possession of a less than an ounce of marijuana. $1,500 is your bond on each of those, sir. And you have a prelim date, as you've been hearing, for the 27th of April. And I appointed an attorney to represent you.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
questions?
No, sir.
All right, no questions. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Robert White.
All right, good evening. What's your, okay, Robert Dwayne White, I see here, I'm sorry. 1 count of free, 1,000 is your bond. No contact with Mr. Watson that we just saw.
Yes, sir.
And 27th of April is your prelim. Hang on for me here, I'm looking at your application.
Yes, sir. Can I ask you a quick question, Your Honor?
All right, 1 second. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. Go ahead, what's your question?
My question is that I have money on my book, but it's on my credit card. And if I wanted to bond out, could I bond out with my credit card if possible?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just double check. I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you yes and then it's a no. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. One of the deputies should be able to tell you.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, sir. Any other questions?
No, sir. That'll be all.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, I got Mr. Oaks, and then the very first one that came up that you said, we save him for last. That'll be Daniel Alexander for last.
Okay. All right, Mr. Oaks. 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. And possession of Schedule 2 cocaine.
Oh, that said I got a possession of marijuana.
Pull your mask up a little bit and put your hand behind your back.
Hang on for me here, sir. I'm sorry, possession of cocaine and possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. All right. The 26th of April is your preliminary hearing date. And I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel, sir. All right, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
Bond.
Yeah, 7,000 each
All
on
right,
each of those.
thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Hey, sir, I'm back. Daniel Alexander.
All right, Mr. Alexander. Was looking through. I was hoping that I'll be able to get your bond order here. I have your.
It's my first time ever getting in trouble in Clayton County, sir.
I understand that. Mr. Alexander. Were you on yesterday?
I'm sorry, sir.
Is this your first day on?
Yeah, this is my first day on court. Yes, sir.
All right, so you were, what day were you arrested?
It was yesterday, sir.
Okay, yesterday. Okay, I got you. I don't have a bond order for you. That's why I'm asking. All right, I don't have a bond order for you. So stand by for me. I don't have a bond order. All right, give me one moment. Stand by. Just don't move. Just give me one moment, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alexander, unfortunately, I have to put you back on for tomorrow because there's no bond order for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you'll be back on tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Just may I ask why, if you don't mind me asking? Because I had spoke with the officers, the arresting officers. I had did everything polite. I was always respectful with them. And this is my first time ever getting a family charge or anything like that.
Yeah, I understand. If you just hang tight for me, I'm looking for it. That's why I had you wait for last, because I was hoping that I'll be able to locate it. But you'll be on tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
We're located then. Thank you.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, Deputy, I just want to make sure on a couple. Jessica Mitchell.
Jessica Mitchell. Female?
Female.
See what we got on her. Jessica.
Yeah, there was a few. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't miss them or they bonded out or what the situation was.
Oh, yeah, it looks like she was in medical, Judge, with
medical?
That's what it looks like, yes, sir.
So that means she'll be on tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We can just bring it down tomorrow for you. I just sent you a chat also. I don't know if you read it or not, but I was advised by the clerk with the fugitive justice that that Roderick Phillips subject, he won't need a waiver due to him being picked up by the U.S. Marshals, from my understanding.
Okay.
All right.
So you don't. So what you sent me, I don't need to send back, is what you're saying?
The one for Roderick Phillips. I don't think he signed one, from my understanding.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. And they also asked about another subject, like adding him on, but I'll probably just have them add him on tomorrow. Like he has to be a waiver also.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that works. So if that's everyone, I get this paperwork back over to you all, and we're good to go here. You're muted. Muted.
Sorry, I gotta fetch you Ms. Lester's her signed waiver.
Yes.
That's all I have to do.
Okay.
You just signed it, sir.
Okay. All right, Deputy Lee. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate y'all. Yeah.